Welcome to my course about Nevada Revised Statutes, Chapter, or NRS 641B for social workers. I am Jay Cafferata, and I will be your host today. A little bit about me. I hold a master's degree in communications and an associate's degree in deaf studies. I'm also a certified diversity executive. I teach cultural competency courses for healthcare as well as for professional development. I have been involved in the legislative processes that have created these laws and personally testified on these bills while they were being created during the Nevada legislative sessions. I am not a lawyer nor a legal analyst. These laws pertain to Nevada only. Other states may have similar laws, but the ones I'm discussing here are Nevada specific. Please check with your administrator, supervisor, or licensing board as to the application of these laws and how they impact you. Again, I am not a lawyer, and my interpretation may be different from the licensing board or the Department of Health and Human Services. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to talk about are all of the chapters in the Nevada Revised Statutes that require cultural competency. And here is the list of them. These are the healthcare providers. There's one other group, and that is juvenile justice facilities. Now, most of these were updated in March of 2023, which does not reflect the new law or the changes to these statutes that were made in the 2023 legislative session. They are still catching up with the 2021 session. In Nevada, we have a biannual legislative session that lasts for a regulated 120 days. All new legislation must be introduced, heard, and passed by both the Senate and the Assembly before heading to the governor's desk. If a bill makes it to the governor to be signed, it is considered enrolled, and if the governor signs it, it becomes the law, effective as each bill states. Please look on the Nevada Legislature's website for more information about the sessions. These are the chapters of the law that pertain to cultural competency and healthcare providers. I have a course on each one, so if you do not work in a licensed healthcare facility, or you are a professional that works under one of these chapters and you also work in a licensed healthcare facility, then this course will help you to determine what is required of you, your licensing board, and the facility. So let's start with what are these licensed healthcare facilities in Nevada? These are the 25 types of licensed healthcare facilities. If you work in one of these facilities, you are required to take a state-approved cultural competency course. You can see the strike through for halfway houses as these were removed in the last session of the legislature in 2023, and these are now called recovery houses. In this presentation, we will talk about how NRS 641B as it pertains to social workers. To be clear, here's what NRS 449 says, and I'm not going into detail here. You can look at my other video about NRS 449 to get all the details about that. However, if you are a social worker that works in one of these facilities, then you are required to have the training that is approved by the state. This may not be the same as the courses that are approved by the Social Work Board. In addition, as I said, there are some juvenile detention facilities that also require cultural competency training for their staff, including social workers. So you have continuing education requirements for your professional license renewal. Your licensing board will have more information about those requirements. And for social workers in Nevada, the cultural competency training requirement was increased from 2 hours to 6 hours in the 2023 session. And that will go into effect on January 1 of 2024. This is linked to the renewal of your professional license, and at a minimum of every 2 years, you will be required to take 6 hours worth of CEUs in cultural competency. And currently, the Social Work Board has a list of courses that meet their renewal requirements. All right. So here's what NRS 641B says about the different social workers and what's required of them. It currently reads that the course must be a minimum of 2 hours. However, as I said earlier, starting in 2024, that changes to 6 hours. The topics stay the same, the groups stay the same. The only difference is that the number of hours has increased. In the last session of the legislature, AB, or Assembly Bill 267, created the new requirement of 6 hours of cultural competency training as opposed to this requirement of a minimum of 2 hours. The board-approved courses are listed on their website, and I will share those links in a later slide. So just to be clear, this is what AB, or Assembly Bill 267, in the last legislative session states. The Social Work Board requires a 6-hour training. Now, currently, the approved course for NRS 449.103 provides 9 hours of CEUs for cultural competency. If in doubt, a state-approved course will cover the requirements for your professional license renewal. The red type here is the language that was deleted, and the blue language is the new requirement right there in that first sentence, labeled B. Again, if you look at number 1, it may include the training provided pursuant to NRS 27449.103 where applicable. So again, if you are looking to meet these 6 hours, taking the 449.103 course will meet that requirement. Here are the 2 links. Please feel free to take a picture of this slide to access the links after this video, and I'll also place them in the description box. So the top one is the Social Work Board, and the bottom one is the Health Facilities Training website, where you can also find all the other approved NRS 449 courses. All right, so as I said at the beginning of this video, I teach cultural competency courses, and the course that the Social Work Board has approved is the course that meets the requirements for NRS 449-103 and provides 9 hours of CEUs. There is another course that I also offer on cultural awareness. However, it is only approved for 4 hours of CEUs. So when you go into my website, www.asltraining.com, you'll be able to see all of these courses. The 449 course, again, gives you 9 hours, and it's available in English and in Spanish. The Spanish version is exactly the same as the English version, except it has been translated by a certified Spanish interpreter, including all of the videos. So again, these are the kinds of things that you need to be aware of as you're renewing and beginning to renew your professional license. So in conclusion, please check with your supervisor or the Social Work Board if you have any questions about the requirements. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about the courses that I provide. If you are covered by a different chapter of NRS, please click on my other videos to see more information about them. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more updates about these important Nevada-specific laws, and more content will be posted as the laws change. So thank you again for watching this presentation about NRS 641B, social workers in Nevada. Again, you may contact me at j@asltraining.com, or you can find me on my website, www.asltraining.com. Thank you.